Welcome back to Jay's Collectibles. Today we're taking a look at Obi Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. Taking a look at the packaging here, we got the Star Wars of Clone Wars logo up there. We get an image of Obi Wan on the side with his lightsaber, and in this image you can tell he looks more like realistic. He's based on an animated show from the Clone Wars series, but you can definitely tell like he's more realistic in that photo. We get the Kenner logo down there, just like I said in Anakin's video. They do this, they kind of like mimic what they looked like back then. Of course, this figure wasn't in the original vintage line, but still, just the packaging and everything. We get a look at the character in the bubble. We get Obi-Wan and his lightsaber hilt near his head, and the lightsaber itself next to him. So he comes with two accessories. He has this like bluish background behind him, kind of like Anakin, and blue nameplate. Taking a look at the back here, we get a look at the other figures in the line. We got Maul, Wicket, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. We got Luke Skywalker, Stormtrooper Disguise, K2SO, Gonk Droid or Power Droid, and Commander Wolf, which we'll take a look at in the near future. Up here we get his VC number. He's VC 103, and yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. When this video comes out, the last episode of Obi Wan Kenobi comes out, so I'm kind of doing this review on purpose on the day it comes out. But anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. So here we have the figure and the pose, but real quick before we take a look at it, let's take a look at his lightsaber hilt piece. So this one's a lot taller than Anakin's, what I'm noticing. It has a bit of detail on it, which is really cool. Kind of see it. But yeah, I like this his design a lot better in my opinion. I don't know if it's part of the design or it's like mimicking like a peg, but just like Anakin, I don't believe there's like a peg hole on him. But we'll take a look at that in a second. But it's a nice little piece to have, like the saberless piece. But yeah, with that, let's take a look at the figure. So here we have the figure. I kind of have mimicking the pose he was in when he was fighting General Grievous. I think that's kind of the pose he was in. But anyway, just taking a closer look at his facial expression and his face. I think it looks good in my opinion. It definitely looks more, like I said, realistic than animated. But yeah, this is his version of his Clone Wars armor. He kind of has his Jedi robes below, and then his clone, like I guess clone armor. Everything, as you can see, which it's an interesting design. I'm sure people would know why they did this, but I can't really remember off the top of my head why he wore this armor. But yeah, just taking a look at the figure all the way around. You get some belt detailing, and like I said, I'm positive that there's no peg. I've looked before. And it kind of leads to one of my complaints is that, just like Anakin, you can't peg the lightsaber onto his belt, which I kind of wish you can do, but you can't. So, but yeah, that's a look at the figure, his pose. Let's take a look at his lightsaber hilt piece, or his lightsaber itself. So here we have his lightsaber. It's a lot darker blue than Anakin's, I believe. And you can see that's the same hilt piece and everything, so that's pretty cool. I will say with Obi-Wan though, one complaint I had with Anakin was his lightsaber was kind of loose, but with Obi-Wan here, he holds his really nice and tight, which is always nice and everything. Like, it may move, but like it's really in there and everything, so that's nice to have a figure who holds her weapons really well. But yeah, with that, let's take a look at the articulation. So taking a look at the articulation, his head will go 360 degrees around, and then his head can go that far down and then that far up, so just not too much, but a bit. It can kind of go side to side on that ball joint and everything. Arms can twist all the way around, same with this arm. Can go out that much, same with this arm, I believe, kind of. His arm doesn't want to go out that much, but this arm does. I've said this before, and I probably should test more, should do some more tests when I'm doing these, but my main concern is always like cracking or breaking the joint in there. I don't want to do that. It's the last thing I want to do. But I will say his left arm does. And if you have this figure, tell me if his right, no, his right arm does, sorry. My left, it would be right. But tell me if his left arm, this arm, goes out like that arm. But anyway, taking a look at his, like, joints, you can go that far in. Same with that arm. You can twist around like Anakin's. Same with his hand piece. And then also with this arm or hand, it can turn around. And then his arm piece like that. Can he? No, he cannot move at the waist. He can't move at the ab crunch. One thing I forgot to say, which is going to help with the leg articulation, he too has like a cloth fabric sort of piece right here, which is nice, because then that means his leg can go that far out, and it can go that far back. And then his other leg can do the same, that far out, and that far back. He can't move really like a split. He can't do the splits. He can turn his leg like so. And you can turn this leg like so. You can't bend the foot down, but I believe it turns also. So just like Anakin's, this foot can also turn like so. And unlike Anakin's right left knee, he can bend his knee. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Anakin's knee can bend, but when I was doing a review, it didn't want to do it. But that's his articulation. And yeah, let's take a look at my final thoughts at this figure. So there you go. That's my review of Star Wars Adventure Collection Obi Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. I give it an A+. I think it's really good, in my opinion. It's a lot better than Anakin's, like with his lightsaber. They do share the same complaint where you can't peg on the lightsaber piece, but overall, I think it's a good figure. But that's just my opinion. But let me know what you all think of this figure. Do you have it? Do you not have it? Are you wanting to get it one day? But yeah. Before I go, I just want to ask, I hope you all, or just want to say that I hope you all enjoyed the Obi Wan Kenobi series. And just leave your comments down below what you thought of it and everything. I should have a review on my channel called Blind Man's Life, talking about my thoughts on the show tomorrow, or the day this comes out, the same day. But yeah, with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I guess I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.